25 facts about New York City. The New York City has many names as a city that never sleeps and many others. The city is very famous for its skyscrapers and its financial and cultural background. So all of you are ready to listen to the interesting facts about New York? Let's start exploring the New York City. Number 1. The city consists of 5 boroughs: Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island, the Bronx, and I think the most favorite is Manhattan. The city with a large number of skyscrapers and also holds the most famous buildings in the world. Some attraction points relating to the buildings are the Times Squares, Empire State Building, Central Park, etc. The Statue of Liberty attracts everyone from the country and also from the world to study and find some fun here and enjoy the trip. Do you know the Statue of Liberty is a gift? Yes, it is a gift from France. It presented in 1886 and shipped in 350 pieces. This statue took almost 4 months to assemble and rejoin. The Bronx is very famous due to its attractive stadiums as well as its huge museums. Queens is very famous because of the neighborhoods. Staten Island attracts everybody who has the interest of museums to find out more interesting in things. Brooklyn is very famous for the iconic peaks of mountains and a variety of beaches. In the end, Manhattan is very easy to navigate because of very clear streets and buses are always ready to travel across the Manhattan. The Manhattan is an island consisting of high rent prices per bed for the night. It is almost $3,400 per month cost of staying in Manhattan. The most famous taxi service in Manhattan City is the yellow taxi service that requires a tip from their customers and sometimes it charges about 15%. Number 3. As all of us know about the expensive lifestyle of New York City, but you also know about its many free items that is totally free of cost. Walking around the Brooklyn Bridge, visit some of its buildings and also can ride the Staten Island ferry. Do you think about the most older bridge in the world? The Brooklyn Bridge is the most older in the world. Number 4. The most famous museums in the world exist in New York City. Aside from the art museums, it owns a very popular National History Museum in the world. Number 5. In the middle of Manhattan City, a variety of national parks are located that also attract everyone from the world. These parks are the Sheep's Meadows, the Lake, the Bow Bridge, the Rambles, Strawberry Fields, and many others. Number 6. The Massey provides discounts on the selected items for the non-US citizens just to provide a good relation symbol. Once you make a plan to go to the Massey, and on the entrance they will provide you a token with an 11% discount on many of their items. Number 7. Many food points have their speciality, but these 3 have their unique taste and also mostly used in the whole New York City. These 3 are pizza, pretzels, pastrami. Pizza is also very popular in the whole country, having a large number of ratios that want to eat pizza every day. Number 8. The most famous villages of the New York City are West Village, Greenwich Village, and the East Village. West Village is famous for its landmarks. Greenwich Village has its identity because of its shops, cafes, and bazaars. East Village has its importance due to the palaces. Number 9. Do you know about the old name of Times Square and when did it change? The name changed after the introduction of New York Times. Its old name was Longacre Square. This name changed in 1904. Number 10. New York is the city that everyone dreamed of going there and fulfill their dreams. That's why the country consists of many outsider people that live there. It is estimated that over 800 languages are spoken in the only New York City. That's why it becomes the most linguistically diversified city in the world. Number 11. As the use of horns on the streets of New York is illegal, but when you travel across the New York, it seems to be legal because no one obeys this rule and presses the horns continuously without any hesitation. Number 12. Does someone know about the first capital of the country? This was not the Washington DC. It was New York City. Do you know it is not illegal to travel topless in the country? But it is legal here to walk topless and as you want, it is up to you. Number 13. The Library of the New York is very famous in the world. It is third largest library in the world. It consists of almost 50 million books and holds the record of third largest library in the world. The second largest library in the world is the Library of Congress. Number 14. The most famous building in the city is the Empire State Building that hits by the lightning about 23 times. New York City has the most population of Chinese, Jewish, and Puerto Rico citizens in the city outside their country. The first European national that settles in New York City is the Dutch national that came here in the 18th century. May 1 is the only date in New York. On that day, the persons having the apartments shifted within the city from one place to another place. This is because the US is the only country in the world that has very high ratio of moving people in the country as well as they change their apartments within 2 years. They think that by moving within the country can rejoice their life and brings happiness to their lives by moving. Number 15. Do you know about the New York Federal Reserve Bank's reserves of gold storage? It will blow your mind that it is estimated about the 7,000 tons of gold and cost about the $90 billion. Number 16. The New York Central Park has almost 250 species of birds out of 800. The Central Park also holds so many other species at a larger quantity. Number 17. As Albert Einstein belongs to Switzerland, but this fact about the giant of physics can shock your mind. Are you ready to hear about the body parts of Einstein? Einstein's eyes and brain is preserved in New York City. I think it will be strange to you. Number 18. Another interesting fact about the New York City is that winter always very tough in the USA. In a 1780, the New York harbor frozen and people travel from Manhattan to Staten Island through walking. Number 19. Although another amazing fact about New York City is that the government of the city as well as the country is very friendly with the nature and keeps its choice for the eco-friendly environment. If you are the owner of the house, then you can request the government to plant a tree in front of your house. Number 20. New York City is the wealthiest city in the world, having the world's most billionaires and millionaires in the world. Approximately 380,000 millionaires in the city. Number 21. The country is the highest money spending and ranks on the list of most expensive cities in the country. It takes about $3,500 per month from your pocket. Number 22. This fact also very amazing when you hear about it. The oysters are very common in the New York in the 19th century. The shells were used for the construction of Pearl Street. Number 23. New York City has a larger coastline of almost 520 miles. It is the combination of Miami, Boston, Los Angeles, and San Francisco. Number 24. New York City has the graduates and undergraduate students greater than the total population of Boston. It is very expensive to buy a permit of hot dogs in Central Park. It's approximately $289,000 in rent per year. But you must not be afraid of this because all the billings can be cleared from your sales. A lot of sales made possible there. You can get a large amount of profit after paying this extra billing. Number 25. You already know about the Central Park, but have you know about the park that is also very famous and located underground? This park is also a low line and situated on the west side of Manhattan. This park is under construction yet and will be completed soon in 2021. So this is the New York City. You must travel to explore it and navigate around it to enjoy more about the world. Stay tuned with us to continue your journey to start exploring the world. Subscribe, like, and share to our channel for more interesting news. Thank you.